Here in St. Vincent and Grenadines and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. You're locked onto the Queen First on WEFM 99.9. At this time, we have a Midday News sponsored by Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Good afternoon to you, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and those across the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to WEFM's Midday Newscast, coming to you with the compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Find the season's best deals at Courts. Shop today for up to 50% off on your favorite items like the Sony 50-inch 4K Smart TV. It's now just $3,799. Save $1,800. The Ashley Carry On Love Seat is now only $2,299. Save $700. Save $600 off the Whirlpool 9 cubic foot refrigerator, now $1,999. And get this Technical Pro rechargeable speaker, now only $849. With Ready Finance, shop today with no cash and get 90 days for your first payment. It's the season's best deals, only at Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome back. I'm Nerissa Sandy with the details. In the news, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will officially launch its 40th anniversary celebrations next week. The event is expected to be held on Thursday, January 19 at 8 p.m. at French's House. Chairman of the ECCB Monetary Council, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Minister of Finance, Monetary Council, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance St. Lucia, the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, will deliver the keynote address. Parliament yesterday passed the Appropriation Bill 2023 following 3 days of debate by MPs at the Assembly Chamber in Kingstown. The opposition New Democratic Party was absent during yesterday's final sitting. A $1.45 billion budget was approved in order for provisions of various services to be made here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Finance Minister Camilo Gonzalez delivered the budget presentation on Monday, January 9. Yesterday, he said this as he winded down the debate.
The government that has been elected by the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been a government elected to provide hope to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Not cynicism. And we are the ones who have been elected because we say we're going to do something and we do it. Sometimes it's a little later than we thought. Sometimes it costs a little more than we thought. But if we say we're going to do it, pot on the fire, it will get done. And that's what this budget is, Mr. Speaker. It is our plan and our program. Everything in here says this is what we're going to do. Some of it, and we'll get it done together because we believe in the potential and the power of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
That was Minister of Finance Camilo Gonzalez speaking at yesterday's sitting of Parliament. The 2023 budget was held on the theme Reducing Inequality, Protecting the Vulnerable, Driving Sustainable Development. The next sitting of Parliament will be held on Monday, 23rd of February 2023 at 10 a.m. Major St. Colin Leacock, elected member of Parliament for the Central Kingstown constituency, said he had to, quote, defend his integrity. Leacock made the comment on the morning of January 12 on the new program on Nice Radio, just a day after he traded words with Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves in Parliament. The showdown, which took place on January 11th, went viral and was the topic of discussion on a number of radio programs.
There's no one who makes more interruptions on the floor than he's like Saul. He is everything. For me, tell me that shut up, no shut up. In our culture, something you don't even want to tell your child that. You don't want to tell your wife or husband, do you want to speak to bosses, do you want to speak to employees. It's something that we cross culturally, Don't tell a man fuck your mother because you have a right to defend that. And when you tell a man shut up, consider that you have disrespect to them. Plus, before you bust a bad word to them, much less. You will tell them shut up. And for me, tell me that. What am I supposed to do? Big hard back on me with grandchildren, grandkids. Go home and tell I'm crying. Shut up in Parliament today. Do you see my children supposed to be?
The Central Kingston representative said it was not his intention to put on such display in Parliament.
And I'm making it abundantly clear. Reduce myself to that level that I had to defend my integrity. I am a proud black man, and I don't care who you are. Respect where you get respect. That's why I treat people politely and respectfully all the time. You know. Anytime you disrespect me that kind of way, I'm going to defend my integrity. I'm going to do it. And that's why I responded to Ralph in that way.
That was Major Sinclair Leacock speaking on Nice Radio yesterday. The medical care facility to which Major Leacock was referring to is Health Solutions, Inc., a privately owned medical services provider in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has pledged its full support for newly elected president of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, stating that it condemns every act of bombardment of the physical facilities of the democratic institutions of the National Congress and the Supreme Court of Brazil. In a revised release from the Office of the Prime Minister dated January 12th, the statement said that the situation that has unraveled in Brazil is fast becoming the norm for defeated candidates and political parties in tandem, with desperate allies to seek the overturn of democratic, free and fair elections by unconstitutional means. The statement added that our hemisphere, this dastardly twin approach, has been employed by defeated parties and candidates. Examples abound in the United States of America, Bolivia, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Guyana, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and now Brazil. The government of SVG said it has pledged its full support of President Lula and the democratic institutions of Brazil in their efforts to bring the lawbreakers to justice. 2 Fairhall residents have been charged in separate incidents with the offense of assault. A report from the Public Relations Department attached to the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force says a fisherman from Upper Cane Hall is among 2 who were charged with the offense of wounding. According to a report from the police on January 11th, 2023, 34-year-old Orlando Norwell was arrested and charged by the police for allegedly wounding a 29-year-old vendor of the same address by striking him on the left side of his head with a piece of board. The incident transpired in Upper Cane Hall on January 10th, 2023. Norwell will appear before the Kingstown Magistrate Court to answer the charge. A Mason, meanwhile, from Fairhall was also charged with wounding on Wednesday, 10th of January. Police arrested and charged 29-year-old Kimeral Harry, a resident also of Fairhall, with the offense of wounding. Harry is expected to appear at the Calico Magistrate Court to answer the charge. In the region, we now move to news out of the region. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis has urged islanders to take precautions as the country is reporting rising levels of influenza, respiratory syncytial virus, and coronavirus. A statement from the health ministry noted that the country is presently in the midst of the flu season, which runs from November to March each year. The ministry was quoted as saying by Caribbean Loop News that it is recommended that persons visit their regular doctor or the district medical officer at the nearest health center if symptoms of the flu are developed. It also added that it is monitoring the emergence of the Omicron subvariant of COVID-19 XBB.1.5, which is surging in the northeastern United States of America. Still in the region, over 500 students in Guyana are today without an education after a fire on Thursday afternoon destroyed the Christchurch Secondary School. According to Guyana Loop News, the fire at the school, which is located on Camp and Middle Streets in Georgetown, started around 5:15 in the afternoon. Christchurch Secondary is the 3rd school in Georgetown to be destroyed by fire within the last 12 months. The cause of this fire has not been determined. On the international scene, congressional Republicans are demanding to see visitor logs for U.S. President Joe Biden's homes, arguing that the discovery of classified files at one of his residences is a national security risk. The BBC said in a report that Biden acknowledged yesterday, Thursday, that sensitive material was found in the garage of his house in Delaware. The White House deflected when asked if the visitor logs would be provided. The Justice Department, meanwhile, has appointed an investigator to look into those files. News that sensitive documents dating from Biden's time as vice president had been found in a private office at the Penn Biden Center, a think tank in Washington, emerged earlier this week. And in sports, we are hearing that Cristiano Ronaldo was left off of the 14-player shortlist for the annual Best FIFA Men's Player Award for the first time, without Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe among those selected. According to Zurich Associated Press, Ronaldo, who was released by Manchester United and benched by Portugal during the World Cup, won the FIFA award for the first two times it was handed out. Those years are in 2016 and 2017, and was among the three finalists the following 3 years. This was the first time he was not even selected as a contender by a FIFA-appointed expert panel. The award was rebranded in 2016 following a 6-year period where the former FIFA World Player of the Year award had merged with the annual Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo finished 7th in the voting last year, and the 37-year-old Portuguese star joined Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr last month, seemingly marking the end of his European club career. This brings us to the end of WEFM's Midday Newscast for today, Friday, the 13th of January. Our next newscast will come your way at 3 o'clock this afternoon with Jessica Klein. Our Midday Newscast came to you with the compliments of Courts. Good afternoon. I'm Nerissa Sandy.
Find the season's best deals at Courts. Shop today for up to 50% off on your favorite items like the Sony 50-inch 4K Smart TV. It's now just $3,799. Save $1,800. The Ashley Callion Love Seat is now only $2,299. Save $700. Save $600 off the Whirlpool 9 cubic foot refrigerator, now $1,999. And get this Technical Pro rechargeable speaker, now only $849. With Ready Finance, shop today with no cash and get 90 days for your first payment. It's the season's